What's up guys, Reminisce. Today we prepared the updated version of Brelshaza Gate 2 guide. We're going to explain main patterns first, and then important patterns which you should know before you enter Gate 2. Let's get into it. Main pattern. 145 Meteor pattern. At 145 the boss moves to center and a total of 8 meteors fall. P1 number times 3, P2 number times 3 plus 1. When you step on the fallen meteor, keyboard mechanic comes out. Solve the mechanic and stagger the boss in the middle. If someone do not step on the fallen meteor, meteor explodes and pushes players away. In the hard mode, total of 12 meteors fall. 4 meteors in plus shape, 4 meteors in X shape, an additional 4 meteors between plus and X. Normally, P2 members take care of additional meteors as they enter keyboard mechanic faster than P1. 100. Eye of Medusa. At 100, the boss moves to center and stagger bar appears below the boss. Stagger the boss solving Medusa's eyes. If it's a round looking eye, stagger the boss looking at the eye. If it's a sharp cat eye, stagger the boss now looking at the eye. When you look the opposite, the eye pushes you away from the boss. In the hard mode, there are 2 changes. First, in normal mode, only one type of eye repeatedly shows up and moves clockwise or counterclockwise. However, in hard mode, 2 eyes rotate. To give you a small tip, if it's round eye, stagger the boss at the opposite side. If it's sharp eye, stay between the boss and the eye. Easy. Second, 4 meteors, which increase your stagger rate, falls for 3 times in the beginning. 4 players with high stagger rate should eat these meteors for 3 times and stagger the boss. 85 Reinforcement. At 85, the boss reinforces herself. Basic patterns are enhanced, and the boss attacks quicker than before. 45 Figure pattern. At 45, the boss moves to center and mechanic begins. To solve the figure pattern, party members must decide their roles before they enter Gate 2. 2 star players, 3 squares, and 3 rhombuses. Star players decide between RY, red-yellow, and BY, blue-yellow. Boss shows one color around her as mechanic begins. Each player destroys one specific star without the color shown. If the boss shows yellow, RY breaks red, and BY breaks blue. Never break the color the boss shows. Next, square. Square players decide their positions between 5, 7, and 12. Destroy 2 squares only that spawn near you. Don't attack other figures. Supporters should do square as square shows up quicker than rhombus. Rhombus players decide their positions between 6, 11, and 1. Destroy 2 rhombuses that spawn near you, similar with square. If 8 players did their job, figure mark appears above you. Players with square mark must gather near the star square player. Players with rhombus mark must get away from star rhombus player until the pattern ends. You did? Mechanic solved. During the mechanic, there is one thing you should watch out. Medusa's eye repeatedly spawns at center to disrupt players. In normal mode, only sharp eye shows up for several times at center, which makes it difficult for star players to do their role. However, in hard mode, sharp eyes constantly show up all around the map. Destroy figures not looking at the eye. 0. Erasing red and blue. At 0, the boss moves to center. Then red and blue circles appear around the boss. P1 number times 3, P2 number times 3 plus 1. Stand on your position to get color mark. You did? Great. Soon red or blue zones appear in order all over the map. Stand on the same color zone that spawns near you to erase them. Erase 6 out of 8 to solve the mechanic. In the hard mode, there are 2 changes. First, players must erase all 8 color zones. It will not be difficult when all 8 players survive until the last mechanic. Second, Medusa's eye shows up during the mechanic. Erase color zone solving Medusa's eyes. To give you some tips, first of all, color zones appear in order. Opposite, counterclockwise, and opposite side again. Remember this order because some players can die before the last mechanic. Secondly, use Inanna. When the bar is full, begin the last mechanic. Use Inanna at center as soon as a color mark shows above players. Inanna will protect players inside the yellow circle. Lastly, use time stop when mechanic fails. We know that it's difficult to solve Medusa's eyes at the same time. If the last mechanic fails, the dark orb appears in the center and explodes. Use time stop as soon as you see the dark orb. After the explosion, the boss recovers 20 HP. No more mechanics after the explosion, so just kill the boss. Important pattern. Feeding Pentagon or Star. Boss moves to the center and draws one figure in front of her. Soon one Pentagon figure and one Star figure spawn near the boss. Figures follow one player nearby, so pull the aggro and feed the right figure that matches the shape the boss shows. When players feed the right figure, too many safe zones appear at 1, 5, 7, and 11. Run to your number times 3+1 positions and get inside the safe zone. Then you'll get a shield which protects you from 5 giant explosions. However, if players fail to feed the right figure or only one player gets inside the safe zone, shield is not given. Then use time stop potion after the first explosion to survive. If you use time stop potion before the first explosion, you can get killed by the 4th and 5th explosion, but make sure to use it after getting hit by the first explosion. In the hard mode, 2 Pentagons and 2 stars spawn, so you need 4 players to solve the mechanic. Normally P1 takes care of figures and P2 stays away from the boss. As the pattern begins, figures spawn in plus shape or in X shape. P1 members pull the aggro of their figures and feed if it's the shape the boss is showing. If it's not, pull the aggro and run away until it disappears. Then get inside safe zones. You'll get massive damage if you eat those, so be careful. Maze. The boss moves to the center and summons a maze all over the map. Players should reach the exit before the maze explodes. Players are not allowed to use skills as they get silenced, but they must run through the maze. Also, there is one thing you should know. During the mechanic, a golden spear mark is given to one random player. Person or people with golden spear mark must reach the exit. If they don't, players get charmed for 5 seconds. To give you a small tip, take your time and don't run in a hurry. When you touch the wall drags you toward the boss, so run with confidence. It takes more time if you get dragged by the wall. Imprison. Boss restricts area and summons purple circles below 4 players for once. After the reinforcement, the boss summons purple circles for 4 times in a row. You'll get imprisoned if you get hit by those circles, so be careful. Plus, the boss prepares a powerful attack at the end. This attack is counterable, so counterattack if you can, and save once you got imprisoned. Make sure to dodge all circles first before you save others. Summary. And that's it for Gate 2. Thank you for watching our video, and please feel free to join our channel for more useful content. Thank you.